Hello everyone. So welcome back. So now we are going to discuss about, because in a previous example we have seen something like map to int, right? There are additional methods also available under the stream: map to int, map to double, map to long. Okay, let's create a simple class file and we'll try it out. So I'm going to create a new class file which we'll call it as a numeric stream map example. Numeric stream map example. Let's try with some types of conversion, the map to object or map to double or map to long. Okay, let's create a main method. Okay, so first thing, I'm going to create a method to use the map to double. Okay, so let's create a method here, static. It will return a double value. I have a range of data. I'm trying to get the sum of the elements. Okay, so my method name is map to double. Okay, so it's going to return something. Okay, return. So let's create a int stream which contains some range of data. Dot range closed, which will contain 1 to 10. Okay, and then so here we are going to convert into a double, map to double. And what is the what is the operation we are going to perform? Okay, so we are going to just assign the data. So we can simply create a variable called x and return the x. That's all. And then we can call the sum method to get the summation. So basically what is happening here? Range closed. So here primitive int elements. Okay, and here what we are trying to do? Okay, converting the elements to double, because those are primitive int elements, right? I'm converting int to double and then performing sum. Okay, let's call this method and see what's going to be the outcome. Map to double. Map to double, outcome is going to be map to double. Okay, let's run this class and see what is the outcome of it. See, map to double, our data is 55.0. So this is a double value. So here what will happen? I have an int stream and I'm converting them into a double and I'm calculating the sum operations. Okay, so you might think what will happen if I simply do map to integer here, map to int. You don't need to be, because it's already a int stream. So you might have thinking what will happen if you don't do that, this particular line. Okay, let's comment this and run this. See what's the data here? 55.0. The reason is it's a it's returning an integer here, because I'm not doing the map to double. The reason why it's still showing 55.0, I'm receiving them as a double value. Okay, so if you modify this to int and run it again, see now we got 55. Correct? It's all about how we are going to perform the operations. So let's keep it as same thing here. Okay, we tried map to double, right? Let's try something else. Map.long we can try. Okay, I'm going to copy the same method and name it as a map to double or long. Sorry, long. So here what we're gonna do? It's going to return a long value, right? Primitive long value. So we got an error here. The reason is I have a int stream and I'm converting them into a double here. but I'm returning as a long here, so we should not use map to double here. It has to be map to long, correct? See, now it will work. It's again the same operation. Let's try that and see what is the outcome of it. Map to long. Okay, let's run it again. See, we got the same data, but here is a long value, not a double. Okay, so what else we can see? We have seen there are, as I said, there are a lot of methods available under the um, stream. So you can simply, okay, one second. So dot when you try to look for the method, there are a lot of methods: map to double, map to long, map to object. So we tried map already. We tried map to double. We tried map to long. We can try map to object also. We tried max, min, sum, all of them. Okay, so let's try another one which we haven't tried yet. So let's try map to long. So what map to object is gonna do? So I have a list of data. So when I converting them into map to object, it written as a stream which contains as a objects. Okay, let's try to implement that and see what is going to be the code integer. So map to object. Okay, low. Let me open, and it's going to return. Implement the list first. Okay, so it has to return something, right? Return. So I'm going to create again the int stream which contains a range of data. Int stream dot range closed. Again I'm gonna use 10 and 10 dot. What we are going to do here, I'm not going to collect as a map to long or map to something else. I'm going to use a map to object here. Okay, and what is the function is going to be? I'm not going to do anything. I'm just simply returning the data. Okay, like what we did earlier. X is equal to X. So this particular code is equivalent to this particular code. Let me show you that. So let's open a body here. New integer of X. So this particular piece of code is equal to this particular code. Since it's going to be a simple return statement, I'm just directly using it. If you have some body explanation, we can do that also. Okay, like let me try that too here. So it's relevant to equivalent to, so map to object X and the token and the open and close parenthesis and inside new integer. Looks good. Okay, we need to provide return, right? Since you open the body, you need to return the data, right? And then collect as a list. Collector dot to list. So this is what I'm trying to do. So with this particular entire code, we can do it in a simple way, like X token, because I'm just returning the data, I'm not doing any operations here. So we can simply map the condition like this. So what I'm trying to do is I have the primitive int range of data. So I have a list of elements which contains primitive data. I'm converting them into object, which is nothing but a wrapper object. So int wrapper object is going to be integer. So this method will return a list of integer wrapper objects. Okay, let's run this and see the outcome. Map to object. Just call this method. Let me run it again. That's all. So this is what we are trying to do here. This is how the methods will work. So it's up to you which method you are going to use. It's based on your requirement, based on your need. Okay, thank you. We'll see each other next video.